Very good morning, students. Welcome back to online revision classes on chapter data structures. This is a revision class of 7. Before getting into the revision class 7, let us see what are the topics we have been covered into the class 6. We have covered deleting of an element, algorithm for deletion, and also we have seen program for deletion of an element. These are the topics which have been covered in class 6. Now let us start our revision class 7. The same note for all the revision classes. This information is for the students, not to skip the videos for the betterment of the students to understand the revision concepts. The previous theory classes of a particular topic has been covered. Those videos will be played and followed by that revision concept on the same topic will be carried out as the revision classes. Now let us see what are the topics we are going to cover in this revision class. Today's topics to be covered in revision class 7 is sorting definition, types of sorting, insertion sort with an algorithm. These are the topics will be revised in class 7. Let us see in detail.
Good morning, students. Last class we discussed about inserting an element into an array, deleting an element into an array. We have seen searching techniques. We have seen linear search and binary search. I discussed about the sorting techniques. I told what is sorting, the arrangement of elements either in the ascending order or in the descending order. We call it as sorting. So in sorting, I spoke about different kinds of different types of sorting: quick sort, bubble sort, insertion sort, heap sort, okay, radix sort. We have seen n number of searching techniques, but for our syllabus we will discuss only one searching technique, that is insertion sort. Okay, so insertion sort, here we are going to arrange the elements in we are going to sort the elements in the ascending order. So I have written the algorithm. We just discuss the algorithm and we will get into the tracing. For your lab you have programs too. Now we will discuss the algorithm as well as this tracing. Next we will move on to the next concept. Now see, this is the sorting. This is nothing but the sorting the element, but this is nothing but your insertion sort. This is the algorithm for insertion sort. So insertion sort, step 1, I am using for loop. I am initializing for I is equal to 1 to n minus 1. So here why we are going to start I is equal to 1, in the sense assuming that the first element falls in its place. That means the first element is in the ascending order. We need to assume the first element should be in the ascending order. We will compare the first element, the second element with the first element. That is how your insertion sort works. Okay. Later when the sorting process goes on, we will get the sorted array. So first initially I am initializing my I is equal to n, I is equal to 1 to n minus 1. Next I am giving my j to I, then I have while loop for while j is greater than or equal to 1, then I have if statement for if a of j is less than a of j minus 1, then there will be a sorting. If not, again we will check for the for loop gets incremented. So once everything ends, when the array is finished, once we finish traversing the array, sorting the elements, we will just end the while loop as well as the for loop and then we exit. Now we see according to this algorithm, we will see that tracing. Now see, I have taken a unsorted array. These are my array elements 70, 30, 40, 10 and 80. So you know that array subscript starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many array elements I have? I have 5 array elements. Now based on the algorithm, we will see the sorting. Now for I is equal to 1 to n minus 1, imagine now my j is equal to 1. What is my j value? J is equal to 1. While 1 is greater than or equal to 1, j is 1. Yes, 1 is equal to 1. If a of j, what is your a of j? A of j is 1. That is nothing but your 30. 30. What is a of j minus 1? A of 0, that is nothing but 70. So a of j is nothing but 30. A of j minus 1 is 70. 30 is less than 70. 30 is less than C. A of j, that is a of 1, here it is 30. A of j minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. A of 0 is 70. 30 less than 70? Yes. 30 is less than 70. Yes, 30 is less than 70. So, your condition satisfied. Now we have to swap. So, already even in the first year we are seeing the swapping by using a temp variable and without using a temp variable. So, you see what we have, if at all you want to sort, you need a temp variable. A of j I will give it to temp. A of j minus 1 I will give it to j. Then temp I will give it to j minus 1. Finally, the element is swapped. After this step, so we have the sorted array is for the first pass 30, 70, 40, 10 and 80. This is 40, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, then we have the statement is j will become j minus 1. J was 1. 1 minus 1 is what? 0. J is 0. Again here the condition fails in the while loop. Again we will go for the for loop. For loop now high value gets incremented from from 1 to 2. Now what is the I value? I value is 2. So j is equal to 2. So 2 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, 2 is greater than or equal to 1. Now what is my a of j? That is a of 2. What is a of 2? 40. What is a of j minus 1? 2 minus 1 is 1. What is a of 1 is 70. 40 is less than 70. Yes, 40 is less than 70. Your condition satisfies. Now again you need to swap. 30, 40, 70, 10, 80. Okay, now j will become j minus 1, that is 2 minus 1 is 1. Again, while loop condition satisfies. Now j value is 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Now what is a of 1 minus 1? That is a of 0. What is there in a of 0? 1 minus 1, 0. A of 0 we have 30. What is a of j? A of 1 is 40. Is 40 is less than 30? No, the condition fails. 40 is not less than 30. The condition fails. Will come out of the while. Again, I value gets incremented. I value gets incremented to 3. Okay. Now, what is your j value? 3. 3 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, 3 is greater than or equal to 1. What is a of j? A of 3 is 10. What is j minus 1? 3 minus 1 is 2. What is a of 2? 70. So now 10 is less than 70. Yes, 10 is less than 70. So the condition satisfies. We need to swap. So we need to swap. Okay. Now j will become 3 minus 1, that is 2. What is the j value now? J value is now 2. 2 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, condition satisfied. What is your a of j? That is a of 2. A of 2 is 10. 10 is less than 2 minus 1. That is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. That is 1. What is a of 1? A of 1 is 40. 10 is less than 40. Yes, condition satisfied. Again we need to swap. 30, 10, 40, 70, 80. Okay. Now again j will become j minus 1, that is 2 minus 1 is 1. Now what is the j value? 1. 1 is less than or equal to 1. Yes, condition satisfied. Now what is a of 1? A of 1 is 10. Okay. Now what is a of 1 minus 1 is 0, that is 30. So 10 is less than or equal to 30. Yes, 10 is less than or equal. Again condition satisfies. Again you need to swap 10, 30, 40, 70, 80. Now see here. Again your j will become, j value is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. When 1 minus 1 is 0, j 0 is less than or equal to 1. No condition fails. It comes out of your while loop. Now initially your j was, your I was incremented to 2. Now your I was incremented to 3. For loop initially it was incremented to, now it was incremented to 3. So your I value is 3, j value is 3. Now 3 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, 3 is greater than or equal to 1. Next we'll see how the while loop works. Okay, now I value is, see initially I have implemented I value to 1, next to 2. Now your current I value is 3. Now when I increment I value is equal to 3, 3 is greater than equal to 1. Yes, 3 is greater than equal to 1. What is A of 3? A of 3 is 70. 70 is less than 80. Yes, 70 is less than 80. Condition fails. J will become j minus 1. Then 3 will become 2. Now j value will become 2. What is your 2? Okay. 2 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, 2 is greater than or equal to 1. What is A of 2? A of 2 is 40. What is A of 1? 30. 40 is less than 30. No, the condition fails again. Your I value it was 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Now 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, condition satisfied. What is A of 1? A of 1 is 30. 1 minus 1 is 0. What is there in one position? 10. 30 is less than 10. No, the condition fails. Now 1 will become, now j value was 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So here 0 is greater than or equal to 1. No, the condition fails. Again I'll increment my I value to 4. Okay. Now I'll check. 4 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, the condition satisfies. What is there in A of 4? A of 4 I have 80. 80 is less than, what is A of 4 minus 1? 3, that is 70. Is 80 is less than 70? No, the condition fails. Now my j value become 4 minus 1, that is 3. Okay, 3 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes. Now again I will be checking. What is there in A of 3? 70. 70 is less than 40. No, again the condition fails. So my j will become 3 minus 1, that is 2. 2 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, the condition satisfies. What is there in A of 2? 40. 40 is less than 30. No, the condition fails. Now my j will become 2 minus 1, that is 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Condition satisfies. What is there in my 1? 30. 30 is less than 10. Okay, no, the condition fails. It come outside the loop. 1 minus 1 is 0. So 0 is greater than or equal to 1. No, the condition fails. Now again, so what is your I value? Now see, I value is 4. What is n minus 1? 5 elements. Your array elements are 5. 5. What is n minus 1? 5 minus 1. So n value is 4. So up to I value initialized to 1. Up to what the parts is 5 parts is we have to do. Up to the I value reaches to 4, you need to carry a for loop. Since we reach that I value is equal to 4, the condition fails, will come outside even the for loop. Then here it ends. So I repeat again from first. I will just explain how to do the insertion sort. This is how the sorting technique works. See, we have two loops. One is for loop, next one is while loop. When while loop fails only, I will increment the for loop. Okay. When this condition fails, this j minus j is equal to j minus 1. When this condition here our j value keeps on decrementing, and again here the while condition fails, I will come outside the while loop. I will go for loop, and for loop I will be incrementing up to when? Up to the array element size is reached, up to the number of elements. Number of elements minus 1 is nothing but 4. Till my fourth location I will be keep on tracing, I'll be keep on doing the swapping. So now interchangeably we'll be doing while loop and for loop. These are the only two loops we use in the insertion sort. So for I is equal to 1 to n minus 1, j is equal to I while j is greater than or equal to 1. Next we have if statement, then we have a swapping, then we have j minus 1 will enter the while loop as well as the for loop. Now see we have an array 70, 30, 40, 10 and 80. Initially I value is equal to 1. Why? Because initially we will assume this 0 place 70 is in the correct place and we will check with the first element. What is the first element? 30. Is 30 is less than 70. If the condition is true, we will do the swapping. Else we will not do. So here the condition satisfied, yes 30 is less than 70, we did the swapping. Okay, again we checked the for while loop else, again we implemented I value 2, again here we checked. So here we checked 40 with 70, so here we did the swapping. So 30, 40 swapping is finished. Again we have 70 and 10, we did the swapping, I value got incremented to 3. Is 70 10 is greater than 70, yes. 10 is less than 70, yes. 10 is less than 70. So again the swapping happens here. First it is between these two, next it was between these two, next it was between here. Next the swapping is from 10 and 40, next the swapping is between 10 and 30. Finally we have a sorted array. So what is your sorted array? Your sorted array is 10, 30, 40, 70, 80. Okay, this is your sorted array. So this is the sorting technique in which we discuss the insertion sort. So in insertion sort we used only two loops, one is while loop, next one is for loop. So inside the swapping we use while loop. Then if you want to compare with the other element, like after this once the swapping is done, so we need to go for the for loop. Till while loop condition fails, we'll be keep on swapping. Once while loop ends, again for loop gets incremented. That is how we do the insertion sort. Next we'll do the row major and column major for arrays for two. Good morning students, welcome back to online class. So in today's class we discuss about sorting. So last class we just discussed about how to insert an element into an array, how to delete an element into an array. We have seen the algorithm as well as the implementation, the program part by using C++. So in today's class we will see sorting. So first I will tell you what is the definition for sorting. Sorting is nothing but the arrangement of an elements in an array either in ascending order or descending order. So sorting is nothing but the arrangement of elements in an array. So there are different types of sorting. We have selection sort, shell sort, radix sort, heap sort, insertion sort, bubble sort, quick sort, etc. So for our syllabus we will discuss only about insertion sort. Already I have in the regular class I just given you the algorithm as well as I have done the tracing. This is again a revision class. If you are not understood in the regular class, please concentrate in the revision session. So what I have discussed, I have given you the definition for sorting. What is sorting? Sorting. It is an arrangement. It is an arrangement. Sorting is arrangement of elements or items. Arrangement of elements or items in an array. In an array. So preferably here we arrange it in the ascending order. Okay. Next we have types of sorting. We have quick sort, bubble sort, quick sort, bubble sort, heap sort, selection sort, shell sort, radix sort and insertion sort. Okay, so for our syllabus we will discuss only about one sorting technique, that is insertion sort. Next we'll see the algorithm of insertion sort. Okay students, now we'll see the algorithm as well as the tracing, how it works. So I've taken an array of size 7. So I've taken 7 elements. So the indexing starts from 0 to 6. So we'll see the algorithm. We'll consider the algorithm. Here I have two loops. One is for loop and one is while loop. So while loop is for, I have kept it for swapping, and for loop is for the parsers. Okay. So in the first regular classes I have discussed how to do the swapping and how to compare the first element. In the sorting we assume that the first element falls in its place. Assuming that first element is in its place, and we compare the second element with the first element. That is the only logic. We compare the first element, we will compare the second element with the first element, assuming that the first element is there in the normal, in its proper position. Okay. Now we'll see the algorithm. So we have only 3 steps. We have for loop. So initially why are given I is equal to 1 means we initialize the element falls. We compare the first element which is in the first position to the element. We compare the element falls. The first it is in the normal order. We start initializing it from the indexing 1. So from here we will compare 30. So 30 is greater than or less than 70. So we do the comparison between the first two items. Next we have while. So while j is greater than or equal to 1, we'll check again a of j is less than a of j minus 1. If this condition satisfies, this is for this 3 statement is for swapping. This 3 statement is for swapping. So even in your first year you have studied by using temp variable how to swap, and without using the temp variable how to swap. So here I used a temporary variable. By holding a temp variable, I will just swap the items. Okay. Now if statement is, then j becomes j minus 1. While is, then again I will go for loop. For loop also ends here. Then we'll exit. Now we'll see this array. Now I've taken 7 elements. We see the element should be sorted in ascending order. I repeat, the element should be sorted in ascending order. It should be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, then 70. Now this is not in a sorted form. This array is not in a sorted form. So we'll arrange it in the ascending order. So what is for I is equal to 1 to n minus 1. If my array size is n minus 1 is 6. Okay. That is n minus 1, 7 minus 1, 6. So I is equal to 1. So we will initialize j is equal to I. So now j is equal to 1. So 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, condition satisfies. Now what is a of j? That is a of j is 1. So what is a of j? 1. 1 we have 30. What is 1 minus 1? 0. What is a of 0? I have 70. So what I check? 30 is less than 70. What is a of j? That is 1. So here 30. 30 is less, 1 minus 1 is 0. So what we have? 70. 30 is less than 70. If the condition is true only, we'll swap. Yes, condition is true. 30 is of course less than 70. We do the swapping. So once we swap up, what will happen? The array will be 30, 70, 40, 50, 10, 20 and 60. Okay. Okay, this is your, after your swapping it will be like this. Again j will become j minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. Now 0 is less than or equal to 0. 0 is greater than or equal to 1. No, the condition fails. Now your I value will be incremented. So we'll come to the for loop. Now I value will be incremented to 2. So what is your j value? J value is 2. Okay. So 2 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, 2 is greater than 1. So what I will do? Now what is a of j? That is a of 2. A of 2 I have 40. So a of 2 I have 40. 40 is less than 2 minus 1 is 1, that is 70. Okay, is 40 is less than 70? Yes, condition satisfied. Again we'll swap this. So what will happen? First the swapping took place between here. Now again I will be swapping. So 30 we will not touch, it will be as it is. 30, 40, 70, 50, 10, 20, 60. Okay, this is your swapping. Okay, now again j will become j minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So j value is 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, condition satisfies. What is there in j of 1? J of 1 I have 40. 1 minus 1, that is 0. Okay, a of 0 is 30. This 40 is less than 30. 40 is less than 30. No, the condition fails. So we'll come outside the while condition. If condition satisfies only, we'll be going. If condition fails, will come. Again I value gets incremented to 3, from 2 to 3. So what is there now? I value is 3. I value is 3. So I give it to j value is 3. J value is 3. 3 is greater than or equal to 1. Next condition satisfied. What is a of 3? A of 3 I have 50. Okay. 3 minus 1, that is 2. What I have in a of 2? 70. 50 is less than 70. Yes, 50 is less than 70. The condition satisfies. Again we'll swap here. 30, 40, 50, 70, 10, 20, 60. Okay. Now j will become j minus 1. That is 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay. Now my value is 2. Okay. 2 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, 2 is greater than. The condition satisfied. What is there in a of j? That is a of 2. I have 50. 50 here is less than j minus 1. That is 2 minus 1 is 1. 40. 50 is less than 40. No, the condition fails. It will come outside. J will become j minus 1. Again 1. 1 is less than or greater than or equal to 1. Yes, the condition satisfies. What is there in 1? 40. So 40 is less than 30. No, the condition fails. Again j value becomes 0. 0 is greater than or equal to 1. No, the condition fails. So again we will go for loop. Now I value gets incremented to 4. Okay. Now 4 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, the condition is true. What is there in a of 4? A of 4 I have 10. Okay. A of 3 I have 70. 10 is less than 70. Yes, my condition satisfies. Now the swapping happens here. 10, 70, 20, 60. Okay. Now j will become j minus 1. That is 4 minus 1, 3. Now j value is 3. Okay. What is there in j of 3? I have 10. What is there in 3 minus 1, that is 2. We have 50. 10 is less than 50. Yes, 10 is less than 50. Again the swapping takes place here. I have 30, 40, 10, 50, 70, 20, 60. Okay. Now again j value will becomes, we had 3 now. Okay. 3 now. 3 minus 1, that is 2. J value is 2. 2 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, condition satisfies. What is there in a of 2? I have 10. 10 is less than 40. Yes, 10 is less than 40. Again I will be swapping here. Again a swapping takes place. 30, 10, 40, 50, 70, 20, 60. Okay. Now again j will become 1. 1 is greater than, again the condition satisfies. So this 1 is a of 1, 10. 10 is less than 30. Yes, 10 is less than 30. So what I have? Okay. So I have after 10. So here again I swap. I have 10, 30, 40, 50, 70, 20, I have 60. Okay. Okay, we'll see the tracing this side. We'll see where I not have the space. Again, once we see the I value here, j value will become 0. 0 is greater than or equal to 1. The condition fails. Again will come here. I value gets incremented to 5. Okay. Now I value got incremented to 5. So what will happen? 5 is greater than or equal to j. Yes, 5 is greater than or equal to j. What is there in a of 5? I have 20. 20 is less than 70. 20 is less than 70. Yes, condition satisfies. So what will happen? Again there will be swapping. There will be swapping here. 20 will be moved to this position. 10, 30, 40, 50 will be as it is. Now I have 20, 70, 60. So now again after this I gets my decremented, so it will become 4. 4 is greater than or equal to 1. As condition satisfies. What is there in my a of 4? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, A of 4 is 20. Again 20 less than 50. Yes, condition satisfies. Again there will be a swapping here. So 10, 30, 40, 20, 50, 70, 60. Okay. So again J value gets incremented to 3. Okay, what is there in A of 3? I have 20 and here I have 40. 20 is less than 40. Yes, condition is true. Again there will be a swapping. 10, 30, 20, 40, 50, 70, 60. Okay. Okay, now again I value gets decremented to 2. What is in A of 2? I have 20 and here this side I have 30. Okay, 2 minus 1 is 1. A of 1 is 30. 20 is less than 30. Yes, the condition is true. Again there will be a swapping. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70. I have 60. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, it will be my 1. 1 is less than or equal to 1. Yes, condition is true. What is there in A of 1? 20. 20 is less than 10. No, the condition fails. 20 is not less than 10. So again we will come here. I value gets incremented from 5 to 6. Okay. Now I value is 6. 6 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, condition satisfied. What is there in A of 6? I have A of 6. I have 60. What is there in A of 6 minus 1? A of 5. A of 5 has 70. 60 is less than 70. 60 is less than 70. Yes, 60 is less than 70. So there will be a swapping taking place here. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So now again we will come here. J will become J minus 1. Now we will have 5. So what is there in A of 5? I have 60. Okay, 60 is less than 50. I have 5 minus 1, 4. That is 50. 60 is not less than 50. Again the condition fails. J value gets decremented from 5 to 4. So what is there in A of 4? A of 4 I have 50. Okay, 50 is less than A of this minus 1, 5, 4 minus 1, that is 3, 40. 50 is less than 40, no, again the condition fails, this will be 3. What is in A of 3? Again I have 40, 40 is less than 30, no, again the condition fails, it will be 2. A of 2, what is in A of 2? 30, 30 is less than 20, no, the condition fails, again this will be 1. So what is in A of 1? 20, 20 is less than 10, no, the condition fails. Okay, now we have reached, when we come for the for loop, we have reached 6. For I is equal to 1 to n minus 1. What is n minus 1? 6. 6 is not less than 6. We have reached the condition. We have traversed till the size of an array. So your sorted array is this one, the final one. So after this for loop again fails, for loop ends here, will exit the algorithm. So what is a sorted array? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we'll see how many swaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 swaps. Okay. So this is about the insertion sort. Okay, we have insertion. So I discussed the insertion sort by taking an array. So I have taken the array size a little bit bigger. So I have taken the size as 7. So we have got so many parts. You just understand the concept. What is the first? We'll assume that the first element. Okay, this is first parts. This is first array. I will take it as parts 1. So in this, whatever the first element we'll see, we assume that it falls in its place and we'll compare the second element with the first element. Okay. So this is about insertion sort. Thank you.
Students, before seeing the assignment questions, we can see that what are the topics is being revised in a revision class 7. The first topic is sorting definition, types of sorting, and also we have seen insertion sort algorithm. These are the topics which was being covered in today's class. Now let us see that what are the questions is being given on today's topic. From today's topic, we have majorly concentrated on a 5 marks questions. And here we have two questions for the assignment based on sorting. The first question is, what is meant by sorting? Write an algorithm for insertion sort. We'll come again. What is meant by sorting? The second question is, write an algorithm for insertion sort. These are the two questions based on to today's topic. Students, take on the questions. Students, if you have any doubts, please contact me. Thank you, students. We'll see you in the next session. Thank you.